What's good, y'all? It's your boy Cameron. I'm back with another reaction video. And today we're gonna be reacting to: is he wrong for wanting a divorce after his wife took his entire life savings, $223K, to pay off her student loans? Where your money at? You know what I'm saying? Where you take his money for? Me personally, I don't think you're wrong for that, homie. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause that's not a little bit of money. That's a lot of money, especially if you've been saving that your entire life. That's a lot of money for you. Somebody to just take that in 2.5 seconds. So I don't blame you. Before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, turn on post notifications, and notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you guys have any videos like for me to react to my social media sites in the description below, feel free to send them in and I'll react to them. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
Am I the a-hole for taking 75% of my wife's paycheck? I know what you might be thinking. Why are you taking your wife's money? It's a long story. Let me get into it. When I was 16 years old, I started saving my money. I still do that to this day because if something ends up happening, I will have the money to fix it immediately.
Smart man.
6 years ago, I met my wife in college. We started talking and everything was going good, and we broke it off into a great relationship. Around 2 years ago, she found out about my savings account, and that's when things kind of got weird. She tells me that she wants to start saving as well, and I'm like, cool, let's do it. She was going to school to get a degree that was going to pay her.
But I got a question, like, why if she wants to start saving, you want to put it onto your account? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have put it onto her own joint. You know what I'm saying?
A good amount of money.
Or
And I was like, all right, bet.
Or made her put money in her own account instead of putting it in yours.
Bet. If you want to save some stuff while going to school, do that. As the months went on, she kept putting into the savings account, and I was putting into the savings account. Until last year, when she graduated. She graduated from college, and when I checked the savings account, I was appalled because I had $2,500,000 inside of the savings account. It was gone. Completely gone. And I'm sitting there like,
oh, no.
Hold on, what's going on? Because when my wife started to put in, there was $223,000. So that means when we started putting in together, it got up to $250,000. But when it got to that, she takes out all of the money and pays off her student loans. I was absolutely dumb.
See, this is why me personally, I don't believe in college, right? Because a lot of people don't understand this, but like, you go to school, you go to college, you go to high school, you graduate, boom. You don't make no money from graduating from high school. Guarantee you're gonna graduate high school broke. God forbid, but that's majority of how it happens. Then you go to college and you take out all these loans to go to college, $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, depending on what you're going to school for. You go to school and you take out a bunch of loans and you wind up paying a bunch of money in debt. Then what they don't tell you is they're promising you're gonna get a job. Yeah, you're gonna get a job. Okay, let's say a doctor, let's say a lawyer, let's say a cop, whatever the case may be. You go to school for all these years and you pay to go to school, right? When you start these jobs, you start off making anywhere from 30 to 50K. Meanwhile, you sitting on $250,000 worth of debt. You know what I'm saying? So imagine how long it's gonna take. It's gonna take you about 5-6 years to get up to that $100,000 mark, $150,000 mark, and you still got all that debt to pay. See what I'm saying? So that's why me personally, I don't care to believe in college, because it's like a scam. It's a scam to keep you in debt, and you wind up never gonna pay it back, and your kids are gonna wind up inheriting it. So me personally, I don't believe in going to college.
Found it. I was flabbergasted.
Yeah,
I was appalled at the situation because I couldn't believe that she would take out all the money without asking me and pay off her student loans.
Facts.
And then she says to me with a straight face, it's our money.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
What's our money?
Yeah, bro.
Out of the
it's yeah.
150,000, you might have put in 10. You might have put in 10. I've been saving my money since I was 16 years old.
Yeah, I'm
so
tight too.
What I decided to do was divorce her. And then I was like, no. I was going to sue her. And then I was like, no. And then I thought to myself,
then he don't know what to do.
She gonna pay me back. That's my wife, right? We in this together. You got a good job. Let me get 75% of your paycheck. She immediately said, no. I was like, okay, then we're over. And I'm suing you for everything. And she was like, whoa, you can't do that. I'm your wife. And I was like, the money that I had in there was money that I made before we got married. Was money that I had before we got married. That money was not asked for. That money was not said anything about. You knew I was saving it for a rainy day, a house fund, something, a college fund for our kids, something, if something happened. What are we going to do?
Fellas.
And she looked at me with a straight face and said, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? I had the money of what you will know. So for the last year and a half, I've been garnishing 75% of my wife's paycheck.
Good.
And her in-laws recently found out I was doing it. They're saying that I'm the a-hole in the situation because the money was for the marriage. And it wasn't for the marriage. It was for a rainy day. It was for a horrible situation. So am I the a-hole for taking 75% of my wife's money?
Honestly, bro, I don't think you're a-hole. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're a-hole. I think that you should, when you get married, I don't think that you should, I don't think you should have put her into your account. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know how much money you saved up. Me personally, I would never give someone access to my account knowing that I put in $200,000. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if, it's not happening. It's no matter, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's not happening. I'm not putting $250,000 in your hand and just give you access to it. It's not happening. So I think you messed up there. Her saying that it is your money, it's messed up, but she's right. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you give her access to it. So once you give her access to it, it's technically y'all's. Yeah, you put it there, but it's hers now because y'all put the money in together. It's a joint account now. So it's messed up, but yeah, you kind of did to yourself. Me personally, I don't think that you are messed up for taking 75% of that check because again, you lost out on $250,000 that you saved since you were 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? She's dead wrong for doing what she did in the first place because if someone's kind enough or you meet someone that's kind enough to give you access to that, he loves you enough to give you access to that for you to show or to, just be there for emergency purposes and you just take it, you're crazy. And then for you to say that's still your wife is insane because I would have divorced her. You know what I'm saying? I would have divorced her, like you said, and I would have gotten 75% of her check, like you said. I don't care what her family said, mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, whoever the case may be. I don't care what none of them said. At the end of the day, like you said, you put that money in there, she spent it. Yes, she spent it because you give her access, but now it's time for you to pay it back. So you doing what you're doing, I don't blame you. If you want to get married, I think you should be more careful when you get married too, because 9 times out of 10, she was looking for that for a long time, and you kind of just gave it to her. So just be more careful who you get married to and make sure you know your significant other before you pop that question. That's the end of this video. Y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You guys let me know how you feel about this video, and until next time, I'll see y'all.